Hi, my name's Andy and I'd like to just share my experience of being involved in a church that had a parish nurse for several years while I was minister there. We were in a housing estate of about 11,000 people in Doncaster, and the church made a decision that if we were to employ a parish nurse, it would be an outward focused mission to the community. It'd be something that looked out to connect with people within the community rather than first of all starting with people in the church. And so it was a deliberate attempt to meet the needs and be missionally minded towards those in the community. And the beauty of a parish nurse is that they were able to offer complete holistic approach to ministry, in that they could minister to people in body, mind and spirit. There was no separation in those things, but there was a completeness about what was being offered. So the parish nurse had an office within the church and would be open one day a week, but also would go down to a local community centre and run a clinic there. That way raising the profile of what they were doing in the community. We had great support for our project from the community, from the Tenants and Residents Association, but also increasingly from the local CCG, who offered us some funding, and we actually had a very interesting relationship with them, because we didn't necessarily go with their funding because they wanted to take us in a direction which we were unhappy with. So the parish nurse functioning connected with hundreds of people within our community over the time that she worked for the church, and was able to offer something that was had integrity, that was full of faith, and really met people in a place where they're at. This ranged from just dealing with issues around general poor health, starting with able to be assess blood pressure, etc., and signposting people to other organisations, but also to really give an opportunity to listen. For me, the parish nurse gave the individual the space that local GP's practice could not offer, the space with regard to time and listening. And I think slowly GPs began to realise that the parish nurse could actually take some of the load which they themselves would love to have done, but just don't have the space time-wise to provide for people. So this expanded into offering a coffee morning, a community coffee morning once a week to the community, where people who were lonely, but particularly those who just needed some support, perhaps caring for relatives who had dementia or other caring issues, to come together and share, to be heard and to socialise together. I'd have to say that some people grew in their faith through the parish nurse, but it wasn't a massive evangelistic mission, but I'm sure it enables us to connect with people who we might otherwise not have connected with. And ultimately, it probably did save the lives of people who found a listening ear and were also signposted to people who could help them further, who may not have had the desire or the capacity or the energy to connect with a GP further afield. So life-saving, soul-saving perhaps, but certainly a real blessing to our community, and something which the church really appreciated having as part of its service to our community. I'd highly recommend having a parish nurse. God bless.